This is turbo mode. It's got an auto sensor in it where it knows to kick itself up or down, or you can just flat out put it in turbo. Good amount. Pass number 2. Battery go down? No. It must shut itself off when it's full.
You don't get very much out of it today.
It must shut itself off when it's full.
Wow. That did fill it quick.
I'll get like one pass. Looks like I was only able to get about, I think, 45 minutes out of turbo on 2 batteries with some super thick stuff that really, the whole entire season, last season, this is the first mowing, and the entire last season was not bagged at all. It was just mulched. So it's a lot of dead grass for a whole year packed in there. And then scalping it at its lowest setting, this is all it was able to get. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think this is putting it through its paces of what it can handle at its highest peak. Even though it doesn't look like it's handling a lot, that is a lot of packed down, like inches thick dead grass with some green trying to shoot through, because it is now, what is this, April 17th. So this green's been shooting through for a minute now, and it's just ridiculously thick grass. Here's the access to the batteries. You can see, apparently, this doesn't really snap down, it just rests. So you do get some grass debris up in there. As we check each individual battery, they're dead. Check right there as well, and you leave this in place. And of course, that for it to work, and it was in turbo the whole time. So now what I'm going to do is finish off the entire lawn, the rest of it, which just only got about, I'd say, 1/3 of the front yard. So now I'm going to do 2/3 of the front yard with my riding mower and bag it, and completely bag it and get all this stuff up. All right, so round 1 was like the turbo mode, and it went for about 45 minutes and only got like 25% maybe of the front yard or something like that. But that was, to give it credit, it was crazily, I don't know if that's a thing, but crazy packed down, mulched grass from like a year. So the backyard is about the same size as the front, sort of. pretty close, and it has already been picked up by a gas mower, and its first mow has already took place, so this will be the second mowing, and it needs it. So we're going to bag that and put it on eco and see if we can get longer than 45 minutes and see if we can complete the whole thing, which I think we can. I think it's going to happen. And the front yard doesn't need it yet, but I'll also do it with this and leave comments down in the YouTube description and stuff, down in the comment section if you got any questions about how this mower's doing. I plan on using it on a regular basis, but I think it's going to perform better than just being in sole turbo mode. So that eco, basically, I think how it works is it just, when it senses that resistance in the blade turning, it'll amp itself up accordingly, and should help the battery last longer than 45 minutes, which is pretty good for just all-out hardcore power. So those are in there and ready to go, and yeah, I think it's going to work this time. We'll see. It's not going through as rough of stuff. And by the way, that front yard, me using my gas ride-on mower to pick that stuff up, it about blew my mower up. Like sparks were coming out the front because I was scalping it and picking up over a year of mulched grass. It was just packed down in there. It was ungodly amount of trash bags that we had full of debris. So it should do great, I think, on the back, but we'll see. So we are completed, and it had just rolled over to 50%, and checking both the batteries inside the push mower itself, I'm left with 50%. So 30 minutes to mow this entire backyard. One complete bag after that initial bagging. It was 45 minutes on turbo, but like quite a few bags because that was the very first time we had ever bagged it in like a year. Not ever, but a year. And that's rough on this thing because you're not getting the time that you need to go over that. So that can be the problem. So if you're actually going to bag your lawn for the first time in like a year after mulching or something like that, you might want to do that with a gas mower. And it's rough with that thing too, but get your lawn prepared. But once you get it prepared, I mean, you're going to get an hour mowing out of eco. It looks like 45 minutes, we know, for the turbo. So I think it took me 30 minutes to do this back here. Probably take me 30 minutes to do it up front, so I can do the entire lawn, front and back, right at the two batteries. So I think that's pretty good because this is about the same size as the front yard. So I think we can say that we can do the entire lawn in one charge, 1 hour, or yeah, 1 hour. So that's pretty good. When you take this off, there's a blank cartridge that can go in the back here, and that's for the mulching, so nothing will dispense out the back. So that's the mulching feature. And also there's a little diverter here, diverter chute, that will clamp right on, completely toolless, onto the side so that you can expel that grass out the side as well. So I'm a big fan of the push mower. So let's check out the weed eater and blower. so that concludes the review of the trimmer, blower, and push mower. 2 batteries here, 1 apiece. The 56 volt line is fantastic. I think this is about 3/4 acre lot, something like that, acre lot. I'll leave that down in the description if I can find that out, because it's my sister-in-law's lot. The push mower, I believe, would handle that. It's an hour. We already went over that. And the weed eater did great at trimming, weed eating, everything. I was able to do the entire place, and there's a lot to edge. A huge driveway, 2 sidewalks, back patio. So I was able to do all that off of 1 battery. It was down to its last percent, so which could be under 25% left. And the blower is the same situation. The blower, of course, is, fast paced, but it was on turbo for about 10 minutes, and it made it down to 25%. So if that gives you any kind of idea of about its battery life, but everything, the whole set lasted the entire lot size. Once you get everything under control and you're just maintaining what you have, it can handle, I believe, honestly, everything up to an acre lot. 3/4 acre, no problem, of course. But I do wish that whenever you got the push mower, that you got a dual charger. You get the 2 batteries, but you get a single charger with it, which sucks. But then you can buy the kit, the blower and weed eater kit. You get 2 batteries with that and 1 charger. So it'd be nice to get dual chargers with both purchases, would be nice. But I was able to, if you get the whole set, the whole 56 volt line, you get 2 chargers with that and 4 batteries. So then you get your dual charger that way, but it would be nice to have 2 dual chargers with this whole complete package. But other than that, I highly recommend it, because you can wheel this thing around everywhere you go. It's super light. Without the batteries in there, it's super light. With the batteries, it's not too bad. But I'll leave links to all this stuff down in the YouTube description, so make sure to go check it out. I highly recommend it. The steel frame, it's residential, nowhere near commercial. I would highly not recommend this to be commercial, but residential, I think it's fantastic, and it's going to be difficult to go back to gas. I'll have a gas riding mower that I'll use from time to time, but this is great, man. It's old school exercise, right? And how hard you work depends on how often you want to mow, right? So I highly recommend it. Get out there and walk around. It's not going to hurt anything. No gas, so you're just recharging this thing. Worx has got a fantastic warranty with these things, so go out and get it, and make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so you get notified on the next product review I got coming. And I got a good one coming. See ya.